now, Tennessee Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn, and good morning to you. Is the big message in all of this the difficulty in trying to take back an entitlement after it has been signed into law?
The difficulty is trying to unravel. The American people want to see it off the books. The escalation rate in insurance premiums is something that makes it unaffordable. The deductibles make it unusable. And we knew it was going to be tough, that we would have to do it in phases. Phase one is what we're doing right now, which is this reconciliation bill, budget reconciliation. We can do things that fit within that framework. And we're already working on our third phase, which is medical malpractice reforms, across state line purchase of insurance, my bill. And
those are big deals 7 years ago, and they're coming back now.
Very big deals.
Do you get a sense of disappointment that the Senate did not move forward?
Oh, we're all disappointed that they didn't move forward. We sent them a great foundation to work from. It was solid. It block grants Medicaid back to the states. It makes certain that pre-existing conditions are covered. And we felt as if we had done a good, solid job that put us on the path to patient-centered health care. And we're ready for the Senate to put their mark on it and get it to us. We were willing to stay here this weekend.
You were.
And work through the weekend.
The whole House?
And yeah, I think you would have seen the whole House say, absolutely, let's get this done, into the president's desk. It would have been a great Independence Day president.
Senator Rand Paul last hour said the Senate version has nothing to do with repealing Obamacare, and he's got a lot of other problems with it too, and he said this.
They get to keep the Obamacare subsidies, they get to keep the Obamacare regulations, they get to create a new federal super fund for insurance company bailouts. So those are all things that big spending Republicans want. Now, if they want conservatives to be on board, they have to start talking about, you know what, we promised repeal. Why don't we make the bill look a little more like a repeal?
Well, so he came out with 4 new ideas today. Can the Senate get to yes when you have a minimum of 9 that won't even allow it to go forward?
I think the Senate will get to yes. I have a lot of faith in Senator McConnell and having the Senate work its will on this. I do believe they'll move forward. Would we like to see this as something that is more fair to everyone involved in process, that allows individuals to have access to affordable health care up and down the range? Absolutely. Do we think we're moving that direction? Yes, we do. That is why we did that bill we did in the House.
Yeah, let me take it back to the White House from, I guess it was early May, right? You know, I mean, the president got involved after you sputtered in March, I think it was.
That's right.
You came back 2 months later. What did he do in May that enabled the House to get to yes?
He listened. The president is a terrific listener and helps individuals kind of work through assessing where they are and what can be done to move them, what kind of nuances can be done. And Vice President Pence is very good at this also. And Bill, what they did was a level of engagement to say, all right, if we move this a little bit this way and this a little bit this way, then what does it do? And I will tell you this, when you look at the engagement of the White House with the House and the Senate on this, saying, how do we solve this problem systemically for the long term? So we're not coming back and revisiting this every couple of years. That's what they are seeking to do, to put us on the path to patient-centered health care, to finish phase one, let Secretary Price begin with phase two, with all the 20,000 pages of rules that are now part of the Affordable Care Act, and then us put the focus on phase three, which is additional legislation, which we deeply hope will be bipartisan.
Before we get to all of that, just come back to the White House involvement. I know Mike Pence has been working everybody on the Hill behind us here, but you probably don't get to yes unless the president was involved back in May. You would agree to that, correct?
I think it did take the president,
and if that is the case, is his level of involvement now where it needs to be?
I do believe that it is. You had senators that were down there yesterday that were working with the White House staff and the president. And the president, I believe, will continue to work through what we see as the 4th of July week, and will try to get something that can be scored by the CBO and then ready for a vote.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
It seems like it's a long way to go still.
Well,
Do you
we're
feel that?
committed. We're committed to it. We are determined to get this done. We promised that it would be done, so it will be done.
Thank you very much. Marsha Blackburn, nice to see you in studio.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you bet.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming
Thank
by.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to Shannon in New York.
Well,